Hello everybody. Dadas here, and let's do the daily recap. I need an explanation. I owe you an explanation because yesterday I was busy taking part in a live stream with another YouTuber that I follow, and that's why I wasn't able to record the daily recap. So I decided that since today is Saturday, and basically recently I didn't have a lot to do on Saturdays, so I will record this daily recap together with the weekly overview. So yeah, I'll do a weekly overview. Of course, as you know, I'm streaming live every day on my Dada's Trading Room Discord server, to which you are obviously invited, and the link with the invitation is below in the descriptions. You can watch me live. I'm streaming live practically the whole day. During the European time, of course, because I'm in Europe, so I start about 10 a.m., a little bit later usually, all the way to 11 p.m., and that's of course Central European time. So at the moment it's UTC plus 2. Yeah. So basically, let's scroll back. Yeah, let's scroll back to the beginning of the week. Now this here, of course, this is the Dada's weekly pivot. So this one shows where the week started, right? Now we can see that during the previous week there was some bearish action. Yeah, the previous week ended up pretty bearish, right? So this week is practically this week ended up as an inside bar, so like a harami, right? But nevertheless, what happened here? Well, on Monday the market was going up, right? The DAX 30 market that I trade, it was going up, and I took a long trade right there. Well, the basic idea was, whoops, what's wrong right now? Oh, let me check. Okay, I'm back. I fixed it. I was doing something, and yeah. My template is a little bit different right now, so I need to be careful. Anyways, so right now, this is what that's what I was trading right there, right? And basically, more or less, that's what I was hoping for. Now let me see where did I put a take profit right there? No, I didn't put a take profit right there. Anyways, this was basically the idea, because the market was going up, and it was pretty strongly going up. So I went in long, and I got out of the trade in a typical way that I usually do, on the previous support level. I mean resistance level in this case, right? On the previous resistance level right there. That's where I got out of the trade. Well, anyways, the market did continue on, and it did even reach this measured out take profit level, right? So the problem with these types of markets is that this is one of those days when you never know when the market turns around, because like at this point the market was already if we look from the bottom, at this point the market was already 237 pips. So that's like a normal daily range, right, for the DAX recently. Now as the higher it goes, then all of a sudden we get right here, we are already at over 300 pips. So yeah, so basically any time the market can turn around and do a pullback. So that's why I got in short right here, because there was practically a double top, right? There was a double top, Of course, I mean the spread right now is a weekend spread, so it's not the right spread to look at, right? So, anyways, I was counting on something like this, and basically it's the way I do it, right? I see that the situation is not right, and I get out of the trade. And it so happens I got out of the trade at a very good level, and the price continued on up. The price continued on up all the way through the Asian session until to Tuesday, over to Tuesday, and then started going down. Now this again is for me. It's not a very good situation because all of a sudden let's say the either the majority or the full move or the full daily range happened all over practically the Asian session and the beginning of the London session. So all of a sudden there's already 200 pips right here. Of course, at this moment it was a little bit less. So at this moment the market made 180 pips, and that's why I decided to. I mean, I was thinking of what could happen right here, and I was thinking of either long or short, but I decided on a short. And basically, you see, I had my take profit all the way down here. I was counting on that, but I closed the trade because of two things. First of all, because the trade had already been over 20 pips, and the price suddenly jumped back up, right? So I decided to close it, and I closed it, and I did the right thing. I mean, yeah, the price did go down, and basically you could say that I could have gotten more pips right here, 20, 30 more pips even, right? But, we get what we get, right? And now here the price turned around. So since the price turned around, I thought to myself, well, we're going for a long. And basically, more or less, that's what was happening. The only thing is that, you see, that's where my stop loss was. And if I had waited, the stop loss would have been taken out. So I just saw right here that something is wrong, and I got out of it. Then I didn't trade, and I tried a short right here. Now this short again wasn't a good one. I mean, yeah, I managed to get out of it, but the price initially went in the other direction. And then when it came back, I simply closed because of any profit. And I did the right thing. So basically, right now, Monday, Tuesday, I didn't lose any trade, right? Next day is what? Next day is Wednesday, right? Next day is Wednesday. And again, there was a significant movement of the price on the Asian session. And basically, so before the London opening, even before the Frankfurt opening. And that's already 212 pips. So basically, it's the full daily range. I mean, we didn't know that it was a full daily range yet, right? That's why, I mean, looking at the price action right here, I decided to go short right there. Because generally, I mean, I didn't see this candle yet. And generally, the price action was short. So I decided to get in short for continuation. Well, as you can see, initially the price didn't go my way. My stop loss was somewhere higher. Then I Then the price started moving down, and I was pretty satisfied because it looked like it would be moving down, right? It was pretty lively moving down. So I trailed my stop loss to to some profit, and that's what happened. Then the price suddenly turned around and jumped back and took out my trailing stop. So, but again, this wasn't a loss. This was a gain, right? Now, looking at this price action, it became pretty obvious that the market would rather go up, not down. So I turned around and went long. And this price movement right here was very nice, very quick. And that's what happened. I simply closed because I was satisfied. And that's it, right? And I didn't trade anymore. Right now, the month ended. Of course, I was fully aware that these were the last days of the month. So practically, from the point of view of a candlestick, right? There was a candlestick building up, right? So building up, closing, and it closed pretty much in the character of an inside bar. It's a bearish inside bar, but it's practically a harami candle. Okay, so what happened then? Well, then came the Thursday, and obviously Thursday was the first day of the month, and we know, and it was Thursday, right? And we also know that Friday, the first Friday of the month, is when we get the macroeconomic data from the USA. That's usually the unemployment rates and stuff like that. The so-called non-farm payrolls, yeah, something like that. I don't think it's called like that anymore, but that's what it used to be called. So basically, the market on Thursday is a little bit waiting for Friday, and we can also see that the total range of the market on Thursday was pretty. Of course, I'm talking about the DAX 30 market. Was on the lower side, so below 200 pips. And right here, why did I decide to go long? Oh, pretty simply because of the price action and because of these levels, right? I mean, we had 3 levels right here. It was the opening of the month, opening of the week. No, of the day, not the week. The week is down here. So two levels, right? And they were the same. So basically, it pretty much looked like, or I was at least, well, I'm never sure. I'm never convinced, because you never know in this market. But I was thinking of long, so I got in long, and I even had my stop loss all the way down here. So I was basically ready to wait or to risk this much. But I don't like that. I don't like this kind of shit. When this kind of shit starts happening, and I see that the price is moving in the opposite direction, I just get out of this losing trade, and I turn around at 10 lots, and all of a sudden this 10 lots recovers this loss and gives me profit. Because you can see clearly I lost 27.49 pips at one lot, and I made 3.42 pips at 10 lots, which is 34.2 pips at one lot, right? So I basically made more right here than I lost right there. But it's the first day that I got a stop loss during the week. Then came Friday, and all of a sudden we see right here that again the majority of the move of the price movement happened during the Asian session. So The price basically respected the Dada's daily pivot together with the Dada's monthly pivot right here as resistance, made the significant retest of the weekly pivot, right? Bounced off, started going down, and when I saw this, that it was going down pretty decisively, I simply jumped in and just took the 10 pips right here that were available. I mean, I wasn't really sure whether the price would be going down or going up. I mean, yeah, we had this potential support right here. So I just jumped in, took my 10 pips. Thank you very much. Humbly grateful. That's all, right? And yeah, we see that the market overshot the support a little bit and then shot back up and continued back up and basically ended up where it started, right? on that day. So on Friday, I wasn't trading anymore right here. I didn't feel like trading anymore. So basically, over the week, I only got one stop loss. And so how many trades did I make? Let's take a look at it again. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I got 9 out of 10. Very good, right? I got 9 out of 10. Okay. What else is new? What else is new? Since this is the weekly overview, I can also tell you what I was doing. I can't show you this right now because I don't have any trades open. Yeah, but the Dada's order tracer. What is the Dada's order tracer? The Dada's order tracer. Here it is. The Dada's order tracer is an analytical indicator to help us see our trades on the chart. So in other words, instead of having to pull trades up from the trades history tab and drag them over, you just click on the button CT, which means closed trades, and you get these you get all the parameters of the trade. So you get the entry, whether it was a sell or a buy by colors, right? By colors, and you get the close level, and there's a line, a trend line, and you can see how many points you got, what the volume was. And also you can see if you switch on right here, show profit, then the label will be extended, and it will also show you the profit in your currency right here in the middle. So you get three pieces of information. You get number of points, either profit or loss, so it's either plus or minus right here, your profit in your currency, plus or minus, and the volume that was engaged in the trade, right? So there is another button right here, OT button, which when clicked is going to show you the same thing, only for the floating trades, for the ones that are open. That's why it's called OT, because it's open trades. So it's going to show you in the same manner with arrows and a trend line and a label, right? A text label that's going to be offset to the right at the price of the entry, right? Of the trade. Now, this label, the idea is simply that I didn't want to look in the trade terminal, right there. I didn't want to look at the trade terminal, but I wanted to be able to look at the trade on the chart and look at its profit, and then be able to close the trade by simply clicking on the label, right? By simply clicking on the label. So of course, in order to do that, we also need to have an expert advisor that's going to be managing this on-click action, because unfortunately in the MetaTrader 4 platform, indicators cannot do any actions on your positions, on your transactions. So that's why we need an expert advisor. I integrated this with my DadasTrading Manager, and there are no other extra options to set. It just works. When you see the label and you of the open trade, and you will see as the number of points and the profit is changing, you can decide whether to click, when to click on the label, and a click on the label triggers the expert advisor, and it sends the order to close this position to the broker server. Of course, it always works like that. It's not a computer game, so the moment when the trade is closed or opened is not up to you, not up to the trader. It's not about that you click on it and that happens. It's not a game, right? So it simply triggers a specific piece of code, right? It sends an order to the broker server, either to open a trade or to close a trade or to modify this trade, right? That's how it works. So yeah. But anyways, that's the idea. Now, that's what I did, and anybody who already has the Dadas order tracer in this version, they can update it. Or if you don't have that, well, then you need to do something. Either you can buy it from me, or you can become my supporter on Patreon or directly through PayPal. Get your VIP role on the Dadas Trading Room Discord server, and then you'll be able to get such things as indicators for free, right? Of course, everything depends on your level of supporter, what level you decide to be my supporter, and how long you stick with me. Of course, if the higher the level you support me, the quicker you're gonna get all of the bonuses, right, that come with being my so please join my Dadas Trading Room Discord server. The link is below in the descriptions. I try to do the daily recaps every day. Like I said, yesterday was a special situation where simply at the time that I usually do those daily recaps, I wasn't able to do it. That's why, but you're getting a bonus by getting the full weekly overview, which I usually don't do for everybody, only for my patrons and or supporters, right? There are special channels that only my VIP members can see. So thank you very much for today. Please like, please subscribe, and become my Patreon, right? And have a nice weekend, and see you next time. Bye.